Hello friends, welcome back to Battletech. I am Sarah Stampede, and right now we are floating through space on our way to Detroit, of all places. And, well, we've got some time to kill. We've got the Shadowhawk, actually both Shadowhawks, and a Centurion that need a little bit of fixer-uppering. And speaking of fixer-uppering, Behemoth, Decker, and myself all out for quite some time. Financial reports coming up in 30 days, and we got 25 days until we are up in working order. So this will basically give us enough time to get to Detroit and well, basically get enough money to survive our next financial report. We do have 1.6 million C-bills, so I don't suppose that's too huge of a deal. We do have a bit of a nest egg that we can lean on, provided that this next one goes well. Okay, so the last cup. On your way to the Leopard's Galley, you run into Sumayer heading the same way. Commander, it's been a long week. I know I can't make more hours in the day, but I can make more coffee. When you enter the cramped galley, you find Decker and Medusa in a tense standoff in front of the nearby empty coffee pot. Decker sees you. Commander, this is the last of the coffee. The XO says we won't have any more until the next supply run. Well, look, at this point, we're just going to have to split the coffee between them. Exasperated, you squeeze your way past them to the galley and take 2 cups. Pouring the coffee equally into both, you say, if you can't act like adults, we'll have to resolve this like your children. You hand 1 cup to Decker and 1 cup to Medusa. Drink up. The next time I send you planet side, I expect you to make every single shot. After they leave, Sumayer sighs as she stares at the empty pot. That better have been worth it. Now excuse me while I go discuss shopping parties with Darius. Excuse me. Alright, so Decker and Medusa both have high spirits for the next 30 days. Apparently half a cup of coffee is enough to do that for them. Now that pauses time, so we'll continue on. Behemoth is back in action. Decker's back in action. Shadowhawk complete, and we are at Detroit. We're gonna hold off on this because I know I don't like sitting idling for a while, but I really feel like I don't have a lot of choice. I really want the Centurion up and running, at least for this battle. So at this point, we've got to kind of do it. In the morning briefing, Darius pulls up an inventory spreadsheet on the Leopard's view screen. We're running a little low on medical supplies. Meta patches, trauma packs, a few other things. It isn't critical yet, but I feel I'd feel better when we're well stocked. Sumayer frowns. Well, we do keep patching our supplies in dribs and why do we keep patching our supplies in dribs and drabs? Why can't we get some kind of bulk discount and get ahead of this problem? Gods know we'll end up using them, and maybe the doctors can speed up our recovery times for a while. So I do have a little bit of extra money right now because of the windfall from the last mission, 1.6 million C-bills, even though we do have a payday coming up. I'm going to spend the extra 25,000 C-bills here and buy extra supplies. If absolutely nothing else, Trip Hammer's out for a couple days, and this boost in medical efficiency will help get her back on her feet a little bit quicker. Later in the week, Darius provides an update. Did some bargaining and managed to purchase a bulk of medical supplies. He always looks a little smug after a successful negotiation. We could make these supplies last longer at our previous consumption rate. Per your instructions, however, I've directed the staff to use the surplus to accelerate recovery times as much as possible for the next month. Plus 2 medical points for 30 days. So now that takes Trip Hammer down to 6 days. I'll get her a little ahead of the...
That work order you submitted is complete.
Awesome. Centurion's up and running. And now all I need is 3 days to get Trip Hammer back in action. There we are. Let's launch this contract and see where it takes us. Now, we're going to be changing things up a little bit. I really, really, really hate the blackjack. Trip Hammer. Excuse me again, I'm sorry. Trip Hammer, I really want in the missile boat Shadowhawk. I think. Decker's got the higher tactics. Actually, yeah. And I'm thinking Behemoth is going to need the Centurion. Let's try that for right now. Well, I almost want to swap that out. It's a little heavier armored than the Vindy. It's 5 tons heavier, and it's got like 25% more armor. So I'm wondering if we roll dual Shadowhawks. No, you know what? I do want the Vindy. I do want the Vindy. And we'll keep Decker and the Spider for just right now. Let's deploy with this and see where this takes us. Now I'm a little excited to see what that Centurion has to bring to the board. I threw an AC 10 on it. We are going to be upgrading that to an AC 20 a little bit later once we get that under our belt. It's going to be the Yenlo Wang build for anybody who's familiar with that. The goal of that, with the AC 20, it's extraordinarily short range, but it packs an amazing punch. Can literally drop a medium mech in one hit, if you hit it in the right place. So, what I'm planning on doing with that Centurion is get him to run in, find a target, and literally just put the cannon up to it and just blow it away. If I get a high enough tactics on the person who's piloting it, I can also kind of lean on the called shots and maybe just go with a headhunter mech. I mean, an AC 20 is more than enough to cockpit a mech. And if you destroy the mech's cockpit, you get the whole thing as salvage. So it really could be pretty valuable for us, even on an assault mech. So I've had pretty good results with that build in the past. The only thing I think is the problem with the Centurion is, believe it or not, it's a little bit slow. So sacrificing a little bit of armor for possibly some jump jets might be a good idea. As it's an autocannon based weapon, it does tend to run pretty cool. I mean, AC 20s aren't super heat efficient, but you know, they definitely get the job done. Alright, we're ready to drop.
Command interface initiated.
Oh, it's dark and spooky. We're here to shut down a research base. Approach the base and destroy the designated buildings. Be wary of the base defenders and watch for any additional patrols in the area. Good luck.
Let's get this over with so we can go swimming.
Oh, I love the shit Glitch says. Alright. Well, let's move our spider up. Let's see here. We've got a road going on here. Our buildings are all up here. Okay, so we have 5 designated buildings we need to take out. So we just got to be careful of reinforcements at that point. Okay. Let's move the Vindicator on up.
Coordinates received.
Shadowhawk and Shadowhawk.
On my way.
Oh, Centurion. I'm already forgetting what I deployed. Okay.
Receiving you.
As always, start with the spider, keep him in cover.
Roger.
Yeah, I was gonna say that should be close enough. Alright, so turrets. Turrets so far. Doesn't look like there's any other contacts up there. I'm not sweating it.
Here we go.
Let's just jump the Vindy up over this this ridge. The Missile Hawk. Alright, Missile Hawk, I want you actually... Okay, so if I put you there, you've got long-range missiles. I want to keep you in cover, and I want to get you as much evasion as possible. I'm just going to brace you for right now. And the Centurion, I want you sprinting.
Don't need to tell me twice. It's go time.
Okay. Our turn. Only one contact so far.
Ready for orders.
Now, typically, there is some sort of a turret generator. Are we seeing a turret generator around here? Large military complex. I don't really see anything of the sort, so we might end up just fighting these turrets. This should be okay. Okay, now that's gonna be 50% stability. Oh, okay, nice. So it actually makes us more stable if we land back here. So,
Engaging jump jet.
I'm gonna put you in cover. Oh my goodness. Unknown mech, and another turret. Okay. At this point, I definitely need to brace you because I'm pretty sure I'm gonna get flanked around and fired upon here. By a fire starter. Okay. Now, let's see here. Who is in my Shadowhawk? Right there, I think. I'm gonna keep you in cover. And you're about to have a really bad day. 35% to hit? Why? Alright, I'm just gonna fire one of the LRM-10s.
What can I do for you?
If nothing else, that's gonna strip a little bit of evasion off. Now, what do you have? You're in the Centurion. We'll move you there. That's gonna put you into cover, and it's gonna get you down and around there. I didn't know that I moved you up onto a ridge. 50% to hit. Man, this Firestarter's got a small profile.
Time to die. Want some more? Huh?
But an AC-10 to a AC-10 to a I want to say 25-ton Firestarter, something like that.
Good to go.
That's still gonna hurt it plenty. Alright, I'm gonna move you here. It's probably not my absolute best move since you're not in cover and you're in rough terrain, but...
Roger that.
Okay, sensor locked and peppered. Okay, so good thing I braced there. It's gonna
Damage minimal.
cut the damage in half.
Good to go.
Alright, Decker. Now's your shining moment, buddy. What do you want to do? What do you want to do with this? I think we need to get you the heck out of there. So tell you what, let's get you over here. It's gonna put you in cover, so it's gonna give you a little bit of damage reduction. And I think we can sensor lock at this point. I really want to know what this guy is.
Got a lock.
It's a Jenner, looks like. Okay. Another light mech. Not anything that I'm terribly afraid of. Oh! We have flankers. With a PPC. Lighter mech with a PPC. I'm willing to bet that's a Panther. And And the only reason I'm banking on lighter is because this is one skull mission, so this is probably not somewhere where they're going to be throwing
Yes, Commander.
assault mechs in at me. So let's get the Vindicator. No. What does that have? 2 evasion?
Good to go.
Yeah, we got too much tree cover. We're really not. Well, I suppose it's as good as we're gonna get with the Centurion for right now. All the trees are going to be slowing my movement down, so even sprinting, I'm only going to make it right there. Doesn't give us any new visuals. Let's just start moving people up. I can jump you up. That will give you 4 evasion and a much closer shot. And maybe we'll get some medium range weapons in on this one too. Unfortunately, it is just the LRMs.
Copy that.
Okay, and trip hammer.
Engaging jump jets.
Gotta find a nice place to be and rain down some hell. Why? Man. Long range, target moved, target size, indirect fire. Ah, because I'm shooting at light mechs, that's why. Alright, might as well. At least just a little bit. Yeah, not gonna do a whole hell of a lot. That's gonna be a problem for me.
I'm showing minor damage.
Getting sensor locked like that. Hoo-wee!
Losing armor.
Yes, you are, sir. Please don't die.
Orders.
Alright, I can jump you back
Firing
over
jump
here.
jet.
And we can sensor lock. We can really sensor lock any of you. I've got 3 mechs that are going to be moving this turn, so... Honestly, I think just bracing right here. If you weren't so exposed last time, I'd have really just had him reserved for the turn, but yeah, it's Panther.
Systems holding.
Here comes the Jenner. Laser spam. And an SRM-4. And then... Oh, okay, I thought the fire starter was going. Did the fire starter go? Oh, he must have just moved over there, okay.
Waiting on you, Commander.
Alright. What do we have here? Centurion... Centurion can move in. I just, want to make sure I'm not leaving you too exposed. Now, the problem is we don't have a lot of cover outside of here. And that anywhere I go over here is going to result in me being completely exposed over there. So I'll tell you what. Let's try to flank around. No, it's not really ideal, and it's gonna waste a turn or two, but you don't always have to have maximum efficiency coming out of every single turn. Now, Behemoth can pretty much just stay here. It's not gonna do much to my heat, so I might as well keep the medium laser on there.
Roger.
Crit the PPC, not bad.
That hit something good.
Yes, it did. That's just about all that mech has to offer. So let's move you up. $75% to unload everything.
All weapons committed.
Right arm destroyed. That's what we were looking for, ladies and gents. Say goodbye to his PPC.
Detected.
They've got a sensor lock on me.
They've got a lock on me.
Okay, that's fine.
I'm under heavy fire.
Not that heavy.
Waiting for orders.
I'm really beginning to wonder if I shouldn't have brought the spider, if I should have just brought dual Shadowhawks. Put him in something else. I don't feel like he's doing very much at all. Alright.
Jumping.
I'm gonna get him over here, and then he's probably going to die. But
Acknowledged.
hit him from that side. May be able to do some damage to him. Oh, gosh darn it. Alright, well that'll be her out for 2 weeks. Oh, that's gonna be a problem for me. That's gonna be a problem for me.
Internal structure damage. Over the red line.
Oh, I
Damage.
forgot about the fire starter.
Receiving you.
Alright. Alright. Now, you have bulwark, so I kind of want you just sitting still at this point. I could demolish the Panther. I think I've probably got equal chances hitting the Jenner at this point, so I'm going to take the LRM-5 off, and we are just going to do some bad things to this Jenner. No, we're not. We're going to whiff everything.
Failed to connect.
Yes, you did.
I hear ya.
Glitch. What do you got? What do you got to bring to the table? Pretty much nothing.
Uh-huh.
Tell you what, why don't you come on right up in here, and we're just gonna go toe-to-toe with them.
Commencing Alpha Strike.
Alright, left leg destroyed. That will knock that guy down. So that was pretty lucrative. Alright, now Trip Hammer. If I go here, oh, you're all inside medium range. From right here, actually, yeah, you've got bulwark. I think I'm just going to attack with you. 30%'s to hit, 75%'s to hit because he's down. Let's just take him out.
Enemy mech. Critical damage detected.
They've got a sensor lock on me.
This is not great.
That shot got past my armor.
This is amazingly not great.
My internals are taking a beating. Yes, Commander.
Ugh.
On the move. Full speed.
I've really got no other choice. And I'm just really hoping that my internals aren't so wounded that that overheat damage is going to kill him. Okay, good. Pristine Centurion, you can go head-to-head with him, that's fine. Okay. Okay, I'll accept that.
Waiting for orders.
Because you know why. 85% chance to hit with a melee. And I outweigh him by quite a bit. I'm okay with it. I'm absolutely okay with it. Now that's going to leave her a little bit exposed, but really only to cannons. Since we've pretty much neutered the Panther, and this Jenner's going to be limping around quite a bit as well. Yeah, see, he's not even going to be able to fire. Triphammer, what can you do about firing? I want you to precision strike this dude's other leg.
All weapons committed.
Good job.
Enemy mech. Critical damage detected.
Good to go.
Okay, and Behemoth. Oh, so want you sitting still. 80. Yeah, you should take a precision strike at the leg as well.
Affirmative.
Yeah, not what I was aiming at. All right.
Tango down.
See, this is why salvage hunting doesn't work for me.
They've got a lock on me.
Oh goodness! Oh goodness! Oh goodness! Oh goodness!
They've
Oh
blown
goodness!
past my armor.
Give them everything you've got.
Receiving you.
Decker, just get out. Just get out. Alright. Uh-oh. That SRM-4, man. Really pulling its
Good
weight.
to go.
Alright, let's get you
Commander.
over
Moving
here. It's gonna get you cover and just a little bit of minimizer SRM6. actually really want the Panther.
Another hit like that and you're toast.
So I'm gonna try to leg him. I don't know how well this is gonna work.
Standing by.
Let me... I guess we're just gonna start advancing a little bit. No. I don't know. Well, she doesn't have a shot there, so one way or another I've got to move. I don't want to turn my back on really any of that stuff. So I'll tell you what, let's do this. I can keep my front facing there, and I believe that's gonna put her, or put the Panther into my PPC's range. Good.
Locking on target.
Kill confirmed, Commander.
Oh, hey, all right. I think that just got us a Panther, but I'm not 100% sure. Alright, your armor hasn't been touched, so I feel perfectly safe moving you on up and giving you a direct shot. 25 LRMs on this turret.
Target destroyed.
Good to go.
Alright, Decker, you literally just brace.
Roger
That's your
that.
entire job
Take
right
'em
now. Not die.
I hear
Glitch in
ya.
the Centurion. Let's get you doing some
Moving
work.
fast.
Just sprint you up. That'll cool you off a little bit. I'm gonna jump you right up into here.
Jump jets.
It's gonna put you in cover and give you a nice little vantage point on some of these buildings you need to destroy.
Engaging target.
Creating heavy damage to an enemy structure. Bring it down.
Orders.
And Behemoth, let's see here. I'm gonna put you right there, just in case I want to have you in cover. I'm gonna focus the same building here. Get the LRM in on the
Locking
on the
on
action.
target.
Ready for orders.
Those are pretty hardy buildings, honestly.
Bracing for impact.
Next turn, someone's gonna take that out, so I am gonna just start firing at this building here. Get that sun softened up.
What can I do for you? You betcha.
Let's have Glitch move in and start headhunting these turrets here. 85% with everything. Sounds like good odds to me. Oof.
Smoked 'em.
That's a little bit of heat. Gotta... Wanted to hedge my bet that I would blow it up.
Yes, Commander. I copy.
Maybe went a little bit overboard on that one. But that's okay.
Target confirmed.
Enemy doesn't get a turn.
Standing by.
Decker is gonna stay
Confirmed.
alive.
Holding.
Waiting on you, Commander.
Glitch.
Got it.
Let's just Move you on in here. Now you can multi-target, so let's get you split between these two buildings here. And B and B.
Uh-huh.
Structure down. It's history.
Alright, good.
Brought it down, Commander.
Excellent job, excellent job. Alright. And really at this point, it's kind of just a formality. Just from here. Small military building. Actually, I think I could probably take out the small military building by myself in one hit here. Got more than enough damage to do that. I think I could do... Oh, are you kidding me? It has 16 hit points left.
Waiting for orders.
Alright, that's actually fine.
Got it.
Let's pick one of the other ones here. And... just unload on it.
Commander? Hunkering down.
Now the trick is I don't want to get so close that I start getting these turrets, I think. Yeah, she's pretty heated up right now. Let's just stand and attack. I can multi-target between that building and that building there. And I don't need everything. I think I just need the AC-10 on the one. And the SRM-6 into the other.
Got it.
Oh! Yeah, that wasn't enough to bring it down. That did the trick there, though.
Target destroyed.
Okay, Trip. Go ahead and soften up that building for us.
Engaging target.
Ready for orders.
And
Locking
you,
on.
just go ahead and destroy that.
Time to bug out. Get to the LZ for extraction.
Oh, really? I thought we had to destroy this building back here. I guess not. Alright.
Yes, Commander.
Where's my LZ? Oh, it's right there. Perfect.
Engaging jump jets.
Waiting for orders. Pedal to the metal.
Now it's really just a formality. Just get everybody out. And we're good to go. Of course, not being deep in the woods like this is not really helping.
Commander. I copy.
But at this point, it is as good as money in my pocket. Unless, of course, they decide they're going to come
Good
up
to go.
with some sort of really crazy
Confirmed.
reinforcements that come and attack me. Now that I've said it, it's going to happen, and I have jinxed myself.
Waiting on you, Commander.
Alright. I think just sprint over this hill will be just fine. Yeah, the trick is really getting out of these woods. They're really impeding my movement quite a bit.
Ready for orders. Here we go.
Did not know I was going to have to extract after this.
Standing by. Taking a protective stance.
Acknowledged.
Ah, good. It looks like I'm out of combat, so this should be okay. Should go a little quicker now.
Confirmed. Holding. Coordinates received.
Oh, oops. I accidentally braced trip hammer.
Moving to position.
And that should be it. Alright. Dropship coming to get me. We are out of here. All contacts eliminated. It was a good day's work, Commander.
Mission
Yes,
successful.
it was. What do we want? Salvage. When do we want it? You know, right about now. And preferably not at the cost of anyone's life is the big thing. So Decker living through that, I think, was really the major thing we could take away with this. Alright, success, success. Got 40,000 C-bills, some really nice MRB, a little bit of Free Worlds League reputation. I think we're all happy about that. Anyone you can walk away from, huh? 800 experience for everybody. Alright, now we got 3 salvage. We're going to drag the Panther, and the Panther. Oh, alright. We got the Jenner and the Fire Starter as well in there, but we're going to build a whole Panther out of this. A couple flamers, a couple machine guns, an SRM-4 and a medium laser. Looks good to me. The Panther is going to give us some force recon sort of options. It's still a lighter mech and still very maneuverable, but carrying a PPC and being loaded up with jump jets puts it in a nice position to kind of be a mobile sniper, or you know, like I said, a force recon. You know, so if you do end up running into any other light mechs or something like that, the PPC packs a nice little punch. And not having to worry about things like ammunition, it makes it super efficient as well. I've actually really liked when I had Panthers in the past, so we'll see how this one pans out for us, and if it continues to be good for me. All right, so no, we do have a priority mission coming up. I'm of two minds as to whether or not I want to go for it right away, or if I want to do another mission, just a kind of rando contract. There's a certain point I want to start building up my forces, and we're not going to be able to build up the forces until bigger battle mechs start showing up, and bigger battle mechs won't show up until we advance the storyline. So I think we may want to try to do this this mission, but we'll decide that in a minute here. The Panther 9Rs are solid all-around mechs, if a bit on the slow side. They make up for it with jump jets, considerable armor, and a hefty punch from their trademark PPC. They've been used in physical slugging matches to good effect. Now we need to get rid of one, so let's just scrap that altogether. Alright, so yeah, Behemoth's going to be out of action for 14 days, but we do have those excess medical supplies right now, so it's probably not as bad as it possibly could be. In the meantime, let's take a look at our mech warriors.
What's up, boss?
Behemoth's out and doesn't have enough XP to purchase anything.
Good to go.
Decker doesn't have enough.
Waiting for orders.
Glitch doesn't have enough.
Receiving you.
Medusa wasn't there. And I don't have enough, so that made that pretty easy. Let's head by the mech base real quick before we finish things up today. And just make sure that our Panther is fully outfitted here. Yep, I got a PPC, SRM4, and that's basically it. But the jump jets, it's decently armored. I'll say about 90% armored. Not bad. Maybe a little less than 90%, but still gives us some nice options there. Alright, and it's fully put together, so I don't need to worry about having blown its arm off with that PPC. And we came out of it financially better than we went in, especially since we were able to sell off the spider upon picking that up. So, I'll tell you what, let's wrap up the episode here. So if you made it this far, you obviously like what I'm doing, so go ahead and punch that like button. Don't forget to subscribe to the channel so that you don't miss the next episode that comes out of Battletech or of any of my other series. And until next time, thank you so much for sticking with me. Don't forget to love one another and take it easy.